Yo, what's going on, everyone? Yes, it's yours truly. It's Coach Ronnie here. Let me tell you, I just did this video and for whatever reason it cut off. So please forgive me. I may be forgetting a piece of information. I'm just letting you know up front. You know me, I don't care for the ones who have been around. I keep everything raw. If I mess up, whatever, I'm not starting it over because I'm just here to give you the content and just to help show you how authentic we are here at the Bait Coach facility. So for the ones that do know me, welcome. For the ones who don't know me or just get to know me, hey, what's going on? But let's go ahead and dive right into the content of what I want to give you guys. Look, I know a lot of people are in this challenge. I apologize for not getting this out a bit sooner, but there's people who've been signing up. I think even signed up till last week. So we're just trying to get everybody on board, get everyone acclimated, running around, getting things done. But now that everything is kind of settled down just a tad bit and everybody's kind of fully engaged, let's get this ball rolling. Let's pick it up. And I know some of you are struggling, whether it's day one or we in like week 2.5, 3 right now. And I know some of you like, oh, I'm over it. For the ones who have done a challenge before, they're like, man, this thing is tough. But understand, this is a lifestyle change. This is something that we're trying to show you how to do and how to do it right. And once you kind of get an idea and a feel for what it is, then you're making more conscious decisions when you're out and about, whether you be with your friends, your family, any type of events, whatever the case may be. That is our goal, is to show you the different habits, and not only that, educate you from this standpoint. So that's why I came to talk to you as well about nutrition, because I think nutrition is the biggest thing everybody's harping on. I believe everybody's pretty much fully engaged when it comes to training. I think just understanding that you need to be working out for everyone, whether you're trying to lose weight, whether you're trying to gain weight, whether you're trying to you're trying to lose fat simultaneously and put on muscle. Whatever that case is for you individually, you need to be putting in about 4 or 5 days of work. Now what that looks like, whether it be more strength training, more cardio, a combination of both, whatever the case may be, that's solely on you and your goals and what you're trying to achieve. And that's what we're here for as coaches, to help you guys out. So I just want to encourage everybody to keep going, regardless whether you're struggling with the strength training aspect of it, whether you're struggling with the nutritional side of it, whatever that is, you keep going, you keep pressing forward. Don't give up on yourself. Do not quit. What you're trying to tell yourself is you're just going to give in to the fact of, oh, it's too hard, it's too difficult. But guess what? Everything in life is like that. So you worked your way to get to where you're at right now in a negative standpoint. Well, now you got to work your butt off to get back to a healthy level, a fitness level that is sustainable for a lifetime. And it's going to start right now. And that's why you're joining this 30-day challenge. As you see this big truck behind me, it wasn't here in the first video, but it's here now. I'm not cutting it out. All right, I just talk a little bit louder so you can hear me. I'll pause for a second. All right, let's go. So, but yeah, you got to understand these things. You got to make sure that you're chipping away and knocking these things out one at a time, day by day, in order to create a habit and consistency. Because you were consistent doing whatever you were doing before, which was in a bad way. So now you got to be consistent doing something for a long period of time for it to be healthy. And it's uncomfortable. And guess what? If you're going to continue to do the same thing that you've been doing over and over and over, expecting something to be different or a different result, guess what? It's insanity. And I know none of you are insane, so you know that you got to go through an uncomfortable state. You have to go through something that's very hard. Sometimes it may be a bit more rigorous to certain people than others, but guess what? You're figuring it out. Some things may be a little intense, and as you notice as time goes by, wow, I understand, I discover what's my strengths, what's my weaknesses, what works for me, what doesn't work for me. And the biggest thing is educating you throughout the process as well. That's what we want to make sure that you guys are walking away with when you guys finish this challenge. Now, with all that to be said, let's go ahead and talk about nutrition. When it comes to nutrition, regardless whether you are, now some people who are vegan, I understand. And when it comes to protein, you don't do a lot of animal-based protein, so you got to find different ways to get your protein in. I'm going to start with protein. You got to get your protein in through the different, nut seeds. You got to be mindful of that, because typically with the healthy fats, which are good for you, can have a reverse effect on you if you eat too many of them. So a lot of the greeny foods, certain grains may have them. So the green elite foods are what you're going to be getting a lot of your proteins from, and then your protein base, like vegan protein, powder, supplements, things of that nature. BCAAs to help minimize muscle damage if you are a vegetarian, vegan, not really trying to eat animal-based foods. Now, when it comes to everyone else who does eat animal-based foods, you need to be trying to consume proteins with every meal. The reason why, because it helps to repair muscle damage. Because when you come to the gym, you are breaking down muscle. All right. So you need to make sure for breakfast, lunch, dinner, you may have whether it be egg whites, protein shake, chicken, fish, whatever the case may be. Make sure you add it in to your meals daily. When it comes to carbs, understand that if you're trying to lose weight, you need to be trying to have 2 fistfuls. And the reason why I'm saying going more of your body type, your hand, your fist, your pinky, your palm of your hand. If you go back and look at that portion guide that we've given you guys in your packet, you'll be able to know what I'm talking about. So please take time to look at that, because it has a lot of valuable information in there to help you to succeed in this challenge. But going back, instead of doing half a cup or a cup, you know, everyone's body type is different. I could tell one person half a cup who may have a very small frame and pairs to somebody else who has a larger frame, and it's going to be completely different. So if you look based on, you know, your body type, typically if you go 2 fistfuls of vegetables, that's what's going to work for you. You want to eat more vegetables than you do fruit. The reason why, it has a lot more antioxidants, a lot more vitamins, minerals. It's a lot more nutritional value in it, and at the same time it keeps you fuller longer for the ones who are trying to lose weight. So adding these things into your breakfast, adding into your lunch, adding into your dinner is going to be the key. Try to have your fruits, and if you're having your fruits, try to have more berries, strawberries, blackberries, blueberries. Have those things more than all the other fruits, and that's going to be a win for you. But you want to have maybe 1 snack, 2 snacks a day to satisfy that craving of the sweets that you are having. Remember, lean on your group when it comes to different ingredients, different foods. We'll have some stuff here. I'll leave some of my recipe books up here so if people want to take a look at it. Lean on your group, have meetings. Hey, let's meet up and let's talk. You know, whatever the case may be, lean on your group, because it is tough. But put this stuff in your group. Not only as coaches are we here to support you and try to help walk you through this journey, but your group is here to walk you through this journey as well. So lean on them for your support when you're struggling, you're going through anything at all. That's why we put this program together. It is for you, and not only for you, but for everyone else, you know, to see the authentic and rawness of what it is, because you're not the only one going through what you're going through. Everyone's busy, everyone's struggling, everybody is used to doing something that they're not accustomed to doing, and now have to break a habit in order to get to the other side of where they're trying to go. So that is, if that nothing else, that's what's common between you and the person in your group. If nothing else, and you should lean on that, especially if you guys are walking in this door together. Going back to our nutrition, when you look at your vegetables, like I said, 1 to 2 servings a day, leave it at that, meaning 1 to 2 snacks a day, leave it at that. More berries than all the other fruits, because it has more antioxidants and more vitamins and minerals than the other ones do. Now, if you also go to our starches and our grains, you know, so making sure if you're trying to lose weight, having 1 or 2 of those a day. If you're trying to gain weight, trying to have those in every meal. If you're someone who's trying to build muscle and lose fat simultaneously, you may want to have it 2 meals one day and then 3 meals the other day. But understand, this is based on what type of work you're doing throughout the day. If like you're not working out at all, then you shouldn't be really munching down on grains and starches like that. But if you have a high intense day where you did a 2 a day, then yeah, that's probably a day you probably should have carbs, because you're going to need that energy to function. And especially if it's clean, it's going to be fine, it's going to benefit your body. Eating the lettuces and the salads and all this other stuff, and you putting all type of dressings on it, doesn't necessarily benefit you. But if you have the proper vegetables, the broccoli, the asparagus, all that, and throw a sweet potato, which I would recommend more of a starch than having the rices and all that other stuff. Sweet potatoes, I would recommend that more, especially sweet potatoes, because of the nutrients that's in it. I would recommend those things, but those are the foods that you should be consuming if you have a more high intense workload for that day when it comes to exercising, running, cardio, whatever the case may be. But if your day is kind of medium in light, if it's medium, maybe, you know, depending on where you're at, you know, if you're trying to gain weight, maybe 2 grains a day, 3 grains a day for the person who's always trying to gain weight, because if you're a hard gainer, if you're in that tweener, 2 grains, and if you're someone who's probably trying to lose weight and you have a medium or a low day, I wouldn't necessarily have but maybe one starch or something like that a day. So just keep that in mind, keep that in retrospect. Continue to make sure you're having your meals frequently, 3-4 meals a day. And if you have any other questions, please let us know. As coaches, we're here to guide you. Some you lean on Coach Dom, Coach John, Coach Dana, whoever you may lean on a bit more, that's fine, but I'm here as well. Make sure you utilize your groups, and guess what? We're going to get through this thing together. If you have not did your measurements, make sure you do them this week. We're coming for you, because the reason why, we need to see what's working for you and what's not. All right? Any win is a good win, whether it's a small win or a big win. All right? And continue to work on it, and we'll see how we can walk this thing out for these next 30 days. If you haven't done your photos, you need to do your photos. You'll be surprised for people who do photos in the beginning, and they come back 3 months, 4 months down the line like, wow, I didn't realize I was gonna look like that. So make sure you take your photos, come in, get in the lab, do whatever you need to do. We're gonna do your measurements. I think I may have everything off my plate. I'm hoping that this video is still going. I hope it didn't go off, and if it didn't go off, great, phenomenal. Other than that, I'm glad that this challenge is rolling, and we'll also get that date to you for bowling, because I'm gonna kick y'all butt. Other than that, Coach Ronnie, I'm out, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.